10 Hollywood celebrities who were brutally murdered. Hollywood stars have long enthralled us with their charisma on screen and their turmoil in real life. However, beneath the glitz is a more sinister, terrible reality that cruel, premature deaths are the only thing that fame and wealth could protect. The path to prominence for some of Hollywood's most talented individuals ended in tragically violent ways, leaving behind unsolved mysteries, broken legacies, and admirers who are still grieving. Even though their work is well known, the account of their last hours reveals a disturbing glimpse of the fragility that lies underneath the celebrity. We are reminded that stardom is not without peril by these terrible killings of Hollywood giants, such as John Lennon, whose message of peace was silenced by a crazy fan, or Sharon Tate, who was murdered by a vicious cult in her prime. Every story reveals terrifying facts about the perils that come with celebrity, such as abusive relationships, devoted followers, and the erratic threats that loom over a life in the spotlight. Their premature passing leaves a terrible legacy, but it also brings to light a terrible reality. People with families, dreams, and weaknesses, just like everyone else, live behind the Hollywood lights. We are reminded of these superstars' skill and humanity as we remember them, which make us consider the real price of fame and the unsettling fact that even the brightest stars are fallible. These anecdotes serve as sobering reminders of life's frailty, even in the spotlight, as well as cautionary tales. 1. Sharon Tate. The terrible murder of Sharon Tate is still regarded as one of the most notorious incidents in Hollywood history. When members of the Manson family, Charles Manson's cult, broke into Tate's Los Angeles home in 1969, she was 8 months pregnant. Tate was a rising actress and the wife of famed director Roman Polanski. In a horrifying act of violence that rocked Hollywood and beyond, they viciously killed her and 4 other people in the room. This horrific deed catapulted Charles Manson and his followers into infamous notoriety and became a symbol of the deadly reach of cult insanity. As Hollywood struggled with the sobering revelation that even its biggest stars were not immune to such horrors, Tate's death marked a turning point in celebrity security awareness and permanently altered the public's perception of fame and its perils. 2. Phil Hartman. Famous for his hilarious work on Saturday Night Live and The Simpsons, Phil Hartman hid away tragically in 1998 after being murdered by suicide by his wife Brynn. Hartman, who was well known for his witty humor and broad skill set, had a lasting influence on comedy. Both colleagues and fans praised his ability to give characters life. But beneath the surface, the pair had serious problems, especially because of Brynn's substance misuse issues, which caused tension in their marriage. Brynn's actions that fateful night destroyed the entertainment industry and left comedy with an indelible hole. Hartman's passing served as a reminder to the world of the vulnerabilities that can come with success and celebrity, as well as the profound and frequently concealed effects of personal hardships, even for those in the spotlight. 3. Schaeffer, Rebecca. A young actress with a lot of promise, Rebecca Schaeffer starred in the television show My Sister Sam. Robert John Bardo, an admirer who had been following her for years, ended her life in 1989. Bardo found her address, arrived at her apartment, and shot her. Hollywood was appalled by Schaeffer's murder, which resulted in modifications to anti-stalking legislation and regulations pertaining to celebrities' safety and privacy. Her untimely passing brought attention to the risks posed by devoted followers and the necessity of improved security for public personalities. 4. Dominique Dunne. Dominique Dunne, who starred in Poltergeist, was killed in 1982 by her aggressive and possessive ex-boyfriend John Sweeney. Sweeney strangled Dunn following a fight at her house, putting her in a coma she would never come out of. She was a victim of domestic abuse and died a few days later. Dunn's death prompted discussions about domestic abuse, especially among young women in Hollywood, and brought attention to the fatal results of such relationships. 5. Tupac Shakur. Although Tupac Shakur is more frequently linked to the music industry, his acting career allowed him to have an impact on Hollywood as well. He was shot and killed in Las Vegas in 1996. The murder is still unsolved. Controversy, antagonism, and a continuing war with other rappers characterized Shakur's life. His death was mysterious and gave rise to many ideas, making it one of the most well-known murder cases. Shakur's influence on pop culture, music, and film is indisputable despite his youth, and his murder remains one of the most terrible in the history of entertainment. 6. The notorious B.I.G.'s Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace, sometimes referred to as Biggie Smalls, or the notorious B.I.G., was a close friend of Tupac Shakur, who later became his enemy. Biggie was likewise slain in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles in 1997, barely 6 months after Shakur was murdered. His death is still unexplained, much like Tupac's murder, which feeds conjecture and conspiracy theories. Biggie's death brought attention to the perils of fame in the midst of growing rivalries and heightened worries about violence in the hip-hop culture. Hip-hop was forever changed by his skill and storytelling prowess, and his passing is still a great loss. 7. Sal Mineo. Sal Mineo, who co-starred with James Dean in the film Rebel Without a Cause, was stabbed to death outside his West Hollywood residence in 1976. Despite experiencing ups and downs in his career, the young actor was working on a comeback when he was killed. Later on, it was found that he had been attacked during a heist by his killer, Lionel Ray Williams. Hollywood and Mineo's followers were startled by his untimely demise, which brought attention to the violent crime that even well-known people can become victims of. 8. Thelma Todd. Thelma Todd was a well-liked comedy actress in the 1930s that was renowned for her lively demeanor and charisma on screen. When Todd was discovered dead in her automobile in her garage in 1935, it gave rise to a lot of conspiracy theories. Because of Todd's ties to the mob and the secrecy surrounding her relationships, several people suspected her of murder. Although her death was officially declared accidental due to carbon monoxide poisoning, many people still wonder if she was the victim of foul play. Todd's tale captures the glamour and peril of classic Hollywood, where mystery and scandal frequently masked the reality. 9. John Lennon. John Lennon was a music icon first and foremost, but his influence on the film industry and his anti-establishment image also brought him to Hollywood. Mark David Chapman, a devoted fan who had been pursuing Lennon, shot and killed him outside his apartment in New York City in 1980. The world was outraged by Lennon's murder, and his passing highlighted the dangers that famous celebrities confront from fervent fans. The incident sparked a more in-depth conversation on mental health, gun control, and the necessity of better safeguards against compulsive followers for celebrities. 10. Versace, Gianni. In 1997, serial assassin Andrew Cunanan killed fashion designer Gianni Versace, who had close ties to Hollywood outside his Miami residence. The murder was a part of a murderous rampage that claimed the lives of other people. The fashion and entertainment industries were rocked by Versace's death, which brought attention to the reasons behind serial offenders and the perils of unbridled violence. The untimely death of such a well-known designer served as a reminder that even well-known people can become the target of troubled people, and that notoriety does not shield one from heinous actions. Conclusion: these Hollywood stars' tragic tales are eerie reminders that wealth and celebrity do not shield one from the worst aspects of human nature. Talented, promising, and influential, each of these lives was cruelly ended in ways that still fascinate and unsettle the public. In addition to reflecting personal losses, their deaths serve as warnings about the vulnerabilities that come with celebrity, showing how even in the spotlight, people can be at risk for issues that are all too widespread in society. These tales, which range from John Lennon's terrible demise to Sharon Tate's horrifying murder, highlight the dangers of devoted followers, the fallout from unresolved personal issues, and the harsh reality of celebrity. Every tragedy serves as a sobering reminder of how crucial personal safety, mental health knowledge, and security are for people in the public eye. Even though these famous people are no longer with us, their legacy lives on, inspiring and cautioning future generations. We are reminded of the price of stardom, the value of being watchful, and the need for a more thorough comprehension of the intricate interplay between private, public life, and celebrity as fans honor their achievements. Their tales, which capture the enduring allure and prudence of Hollywood's gilded limelight, will always be remembered. Let us know in the comments what you think about the 10 Hollywood celebrities who were brutally murdered. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.